how to populate your school with paying parents within a short time. How to populate your school with paying parents within a short time. That is why we are here, and that's what I'm going to begin to reveal. I told you I was going to reveal 5 of my best kept secrets on this subject. If you don't have a problem of population in your school, then you don't have a problem. Everyone wants more customers. Every business wants more customers. In school, or for school business, every school wants more paying parents. You know, the parents are your customers, not the pupils or the learners themselves. So I want to begin to show you how to get that done, and how to get your own caliber of parents, how to get paying parents within a short time. When I say within a short time, I know that if we need you for 2, 3, 4 years, we're going to populate your school. But what if you have had population in the past and then there was a drop? Or what if because of something happened in maybe in your area, in your state, in the country, or to your school in particular, and there was a drop in patronage. So you want to see how to wrap up that patronage with your caliber of parents, those who can pay your school fee. Because many people have had their hands burnt by maybe tweaking their fees and all that, and then or maybe running some kind of promo, and then you end up gathering parents who are not willing to pay the subscription. Yeah, and when I mean subscription, I'm going to be calling that school fees is subscription. It's a termly subscription. If a parent comes to a school that pays once and then is not able to renew the next term, then that is not the kind of well, it happens maybe on rare occasions, but not every time. So I want to teach you how to show you how to populate your school with paying parents within a short time. And then with that energy, by the grace of God, convener of SWF equip. And you may be asking, I told you the difference between SWF and the School Owners Forum and SWF equip. We used to call ourselves the School Owners Forum, or where we were only a group of school owners and teachers only. But right now, from last month, we metamorphosed into a larger group, an LLP, a limited liability partnership of not just school owners, but school owners, teachers, education stakeholders, parents, and everyone who has something or the other to do with education. So we are now called SOFEQ. However, the SUF there is the School Owners Forum, SOFEQ, LLP, and we have of course we have a collaborative funding platform like a cooperative that I'm going to be talking to you about later. There's nothing you can do in business without funding, and that's why we have set up that collaborative funding platform like a cooperative to rally funds for our partners both within internally and externally. But before I go to that one, let me not start with that, but let me show you my 5 best kept secrets in populating your school. You know that I have a whole book on this, about 300 pages of book, and I'm not here to. I didn't call this class so I can sell the book. The book is selling. The book has sold thousands of copies, not just in Nigeria but in many other countries of the world. And we thank God for the testimonies we have received. So you are going to find some of the things I'll be saying today. Only some. You know why? Because if I teach exactly from the book, I will not finish the class in 3 days. But I have tried to condense it and see the one that you can really run with for those who don't like reading. So I've extracted my 5 of those secrets out of about maybe 15 of them. But these 5 I want to share with you. Even if I don't finish the 5 today, I don't know how much time you can wait. Usually I don't like my live sessions to, I know I'm talking to professionals, to executives, to school owners. And I don't want to take your time. I usually don't like the live sessions to go more than 30 minutes, maybe 40 or just less than an hour. With what I'm going to show you today, if you can apply them, if you can apply the ones I will show you today, the next time we meet, you are going to share testimonies. Just know that there is always effort before success. There is always, you have to put in some hard work before you get testimonies. So don't think because you have attended Mr. Denji's class, they say he's a pro in school growth and all that. Yeah, by the grace of God, we have written about 7 books on school growth, the 4-decade school growth strategy, the indispensable teacher, Thrive, how to thrive in your school business in the new era, how to unlock your school's income potential, how to run your school free of debtors, how to populate your school with paying parents within a short time. And then I think one other title, we've written books. And by the grace of God, we have a library that is some valuable resource in the industry. I'm not talking about those books in this class. I'm not selling the books. If you want to buy, you can talk to me. Then we're going to ship them to you. I'm talking about how to populate your school with paying parents within a short time. If you are working in the class right now and you're just joining, just let me know where you are falling from. It's an encouragement for me when I know where you're falling from, when I know your name, your school, or perhaps the organization you represent. I know I speak to a catchment of an audience that is vast. I speak to school owners, I speak to teachers, I speak to school admins and heads, and I also speak to education consultants. And if you are a education consultant here, you also have an audience, maybe a group of school owners somewhere that you speak to. Take this message the way I'm preaching it and deliver it to them. Don't worry. My joy is when these secrets are linked to the old industry. My joy is when everyone knows how to populate their school with paying parents within a short time. My joy is when people run their businesses and eradicate business bondage or poverty. You know that school business is not synonymous with poverty. If in case you are running a school and you are poor, or you are finding it difficult to make ends meet, or you are finding it difficult to live the kind of life that you want to live, yet you are delivering, you are spending and you are being spent on that school, that is why I'm here. Everything I teach, I want you to echo it to your audience within the industry and beyond. How to populate your school with paying parents within a short time. So let me begin by picking the first strategy. This thing is not just a strategy. The things I teach are not just isolated strategies. They are bodies of experiences that you will need to go through to deliver that which you want to deliver in the school. It pains my heart when you invest in a business and you are not getting what is commensurate with your investment. It pains my heart when you are doing this. School business is very tedious. You do it with your life. But you don't have rest. You don't have a break. There's no break. When you enter by first time, the next available exit is third time. Many of us, even in the evening when you are relaxed with your family, parents are calling you because everything is just on you. So that is more reason why you should also prosper with it. I'd like you to listen to this I want to share with you. And by the time we meet again, you will give me a testimony of how your population has doubled or tripled. Of course, I have testimonies of people who have applied to states and they have doubled their population. Remember, this platform is sponsored by SOF Equip. SOF Equip is a collaborative funding platform like a cooperative that helps you to release funding. So if you have a problem of funding, you are in the right place. Release funding for you to grow your school, to build or start another school, a new school, or do you want to invest in other businesses? So, and it's a large platform. When you come to us, when you join us, just know that your funding issues when it regards to business, you get business loans for as low as 1.5%. Now, you may be asking me, why is he revealing his best kept secret? I'm revealing my best kept secrets because I want you to join this. I want you to partner with me to eradicate poverty from our school, from the education sector. I want you to partner with us, join us, become a partner, and help us fund you and fund other people. The idea is this. Individually, you may be difficult way to get the funds you need. But collectively, as a body, we have partners, we have friends who are willing to extend funds to us as long as they see us as a unified body. So you join us. How to join is on the screen right now. And I think it's also in the comment section how to join that funding platform. Yeah, so that we rally funding for you too. Let me talk about redefining your content. Let me tell you something. This is education. This is not entertainment. Education and entertainment are two different things. You may choose to preach what I'm saying in an entertaining way, and you may introduce fun to your pupils. But remember that this is business. This is education. And in the business of education, what we are selling is content. And because I'm clarifying this because some people will say, well, skit makers are also doing content. Film makers are also doing content. Everybody wants to be a content creator. But in education, our content is to create in the learners an MVP feature. So the main thing that we are dispensing, what we are selling is the content. How else can you get customers? Can you increase your business? If not by what? Adding more content, adding more value to them. Now you may be asking me, David, I thought you were going to share simple things that are difficult and that are easy to implement. Yes, simple thing that is easy to implement, but you have to implement. There has to be a phase of implementation. In this class, I cannot go through all of my 5 best kept secrets in this regard. I will post, and we are going to continue in the next class. So let me talk about number 1, redefining your content, your education content. How can we talk about the education content without talking about the curriculum? You understand? Many of us know about the curriculum. We hear about the curriculum. You hear curriculum here, curriculum there, curriculum here, curriculum there. So what is that curriculum? Thank you. Excuse me. Look at it. What is the curriculum you are working with? Now, I know you have the curriculum you're working with, but there's something that is missing. There's something I want to introduce to you. Every school must interpret their curriculum or the curriculum to deliver the expected experience to their learners or parents. Remember that the curriculum is not just a document. It's a bundle of experience. You understand? The curriculum is an experiential, it's a document that defines the experience of a child as they journey through your institution. So, it is one thing to have the standard, the laid out curriculum, that is the standard from the regulatory bodies. But then it's another thing to interpret that curriculum to fit the context of the kind of school you are running. It's another thing to interpret that curriculum to fit the context of the business you are running. Now, let me give you a peep into what I'm talking about. You know, you have a curriculum. It is your duty as the school owner and your team, maybe your A team, your team of people who you brainstorm with. They could be your teachers, they could be people who are not even your teachers. It is your duty to settle down before each session. Of course, sometimes when you do it once, you have done it once wrong, you only need to tweak it. If you have never done that, then now is the time to do it. It is your duty to settle down and tweak and design an experience out of the curriculum. Many of us have reduced the curriculum to just a lesson outline. You hear what's the lesson outline? Write your lesson notes. Many of us have reduced that curriculum to just the lesson outline or the lesson notes, or just the no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about you settling down, checking on every item in the curriculum. Every topic has teacher's activity, the pupil's activity, and all of those things can be interpreted to become visuals. They can be interpreted to become color. They can be interpreted to become content. That's what I mean by content. You see, in essence, if you have not designed this content for your school, then you have not begun. And I know when you are doing, you want to start a school, you go to the Ministry of Education, give me that curriculum, give me that booklet, and then you give it to teachers. It's just write out the lesson outline, right, your diary, and then they go and prepare the lesson notes. So you have let the job of interpreting the curriculum to the teacher. No. Every school that stand out refuse to leave the job of interpreting the curriculum to deliver the kind of experience they want it delivered to their learners. Such schools have refused to leave that job to the teachers. The teachers will ordinarily not be able to do that. Many of them are not trained to do it, and even where they are trained, there is a lot of conditions that are tying their hands. Most teachers are working to make ends meet, and you see, you as the owner of the school, or as the head, or as the administrator, you have the job of taking time out for each topic, design an experience, and interpret that experience into visuals. Interpret every experience into maybe whatever, maybe electronic means, or maybe some lesson, that maybe some teaching aid and all that, but make it visual. Let it be something that you are going to deliver to the teacher to play by. You understand? So the teacher has a lesson outline, but then they have this difficulty. They cannot interpret that curriculum to deliver the experience you want to be delivered to your learners. What am I trying to say? You are yet to create that content that will excite your parents or excite everyone that come in contact with the notebooks of your pupils, everyone who comes in contact with the assignment you give your children home. Do you know that with just assignments you can double your population in the term? Yes, with the kind of us, you have left the job of, you see, the teacher may know the assignment you give. The teacher wants to give maybe 100,000 units, or maybe place part as an assignment, so the teacher puts the pen and writes to the book and they take home. How about you deciding how that thing should be visualized? How about you determining what should be written and what shouldn't be written? How it should be written, the colors to be used, the images to be used, the shade of activity to be delivered. Many teachers don't know that. You see, it's your job to get it. I'm not talking about training here. Everyone, see, do you know that I don't train teachers that are not trainable, that are not teachable? When I employ teachers, I decide whether I want to spend my hard-earned cash training them or not. When I see that a teacher is not teachable, I'll begin to look for how to replace them. So first of all, find out, are your teachers teachable? If your teachers are not teachable, you are wasting your resources training them. Yes, you're wasting it. If a teacher is not teachable, a teacher you cannot impart them with this design that you have created. This unique context. You see, what stands you out as a school, what draws patronage you, and I hope you know that your parents are your biggest marketers. If you are not feeding them with that design, I don't know if somebody is hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying the content you are creatively crafted out of your curriculum, the experience you have designed for your learners to have, such that when anybody jumps them in the school, they know the difference. When anybody sees them outside, they know the difference. When they open their notebooks at home, the assignment, the way it is designed, the way it is presented, the way it is written down, you may say, well, that's the job of a good teacher. Good for you if you have such teachers. But I'm saying that even if you don't have such teachers, you can do the job. All you need to do the job, pick all the topics from the beginning of the session to the end, from the first week to the last week, from the first day to the last day, from the first subject to the last subject. Be the master, be the designer. Design the thought process of the teacher. Design the activities. Design it yourself. Following the curriculum, of course, design that experiential journey. See, if you see a school that has all these schools that say they are charging so billions or so, that is what they are doing. That's exactly what they did. They know that we Africans, we are not. See, let me tell you something I'm teaching you. And I didn't glean them here or in this iconic from vast resources. And there are things that I've been teaching for years, and many people are finding difficult to understand. Many people have gotten it, and they have gotten their schools transformed. These are the things I've been talking about. They look difficult to implement, but if you can do it, if you are able to take charge over every content delivered, and listen to me, listen very well. You have left the job of content creation to your teachers for long enough. Enough of that, you need to wake up. All right, I think I'm talking too much because I'm not welcoming new members to class. If you are just joining the class, you're welcome. You're welcome to this SOM Equip, which is owners from Equip class, and I appreciate you for joining. I hope you know that the SOM Equip is a collaborating funding platform. A platform where you join us and we help you to raise funds. We give you loans at 1.5% interest. we help you connecting to access loans at cheap rates from external lenders. You on your own alone, you have been trying to get loans from the bank, but you have not been able to provide the things you are asking. What if you join us and we all do it together, such that the LLP itself is a collateral, such that the association itself, the partnership itself, is the entity that is going to take those loans, and then when we get it, we disburse to our members at our own terms, on the terms that we have agreed. Remember, our own interest rate is 1.5%, and you add with flexible terms. I'm inviting you into this. I want you to join the membership, because I'm still going to talk about funding in this thing. Do not ever think you can populate a school or grow it without money. Many of us are still relying on the money generated from school fees. The one that's not even enough to pay salaries. It's not even enough to make you yourself live well. You are depending on that to grow your school. You need external funding. You need money from someone who is your ally. Someone who will not cut your neck to give you the loan or money. So that's why we are here. That is why I'm organizing this class. I'm telling you, I'm not organizing the class because so you can pay for a master class. If I wanted a master class, I would have announced a master class and you're going to pay us something for it. I am not organizing this class because of my books. You will still buy the books anyway. I know that after this class, you will still call for the books. But I want the particular reason why I'm coming to you is so you can. You see, I've been teaching populating school growth in the past, but I've not been mentioning or I've not been including the importance of funding. You cannot. Most of this I'm talking about will require funds to do. You need funds at a cheap and relaxed, from a cheap and relaxed, on cheap and relaxed terms. Alright, so you're welcome. If you are just joining, like the class or like the video, comment on the video and share it across board. Please share it to everyone on your contact list. Copy the link of this video and place it on every WhatsApp group where you feel is needed. Place it on any Facebook group where you feel is needed. Also share it to every platform where you feel it is needed. It is important. Alright. So I was talking about redefining and taking authority, taking charge of the content you are dispensing. As an education institution, you are a content dispenser. That content you are dispensing is your marketing tool. That content is your unique selling proposition. Forget about all these other trainings you've attended that says create. You may have any other selling proposition, but you see the content you deliver. You are in school. This content you are delivering is your unique selling proposition. That content is what I don't want you to now. I want you to take it away from just putting it in the hands of teachers to interpret for you. Take hold of your curriculum. This period between now and the next admission season is enough time for you to go through that curriculum from the first line to the end and design an experience for each topic. Design an experience for each week. Design an experience for each day. Design it to the point of what will be written in their notes. Design it to the point of what will be given in their assignment. When the teachers come, they come with their own ingenuity. They may tweak what you have on ground, but they will not be able to deviate from it. Such that when people check the books of your children at home, do you know that in my school we have gotten dozens of enrollment just because of exam questions, just because of the way our exam questions look, just because of the way the assignments were designed. Do you know that every child's notebook is a notice board? Your children's notebooks are your biggest notice boards. Your child's exercise book, their textbooks are your biggest billboards. I'm telling you, no, you are still looking for billboard when you have this page, the page of the notebooks. The page of the notebooks, the assignment notes of your pupils, that is your biggest screen. On that screen, you can design any advert you want. And that advertisement is in form of the content you dish out. That advertisement for you is in front of the content you have designed, the colors, the cerebral process. Many of our schools, we don't more encourage cerebrality. What is the cerebral? What is the thought process that went into each of those assignments that you are giving out? How much? Who scrutinized it? What is there? If I'm a parent, I'm just passing by, or I'm a parent in your school, will I be encouraged to tell other parents about my school? Am I satisfied? Let me tell you something. Parents are never satisfied. You can't satisfy 100%, but you can do it to the extent that they're going to be delighted. And I'm telling you, when it comes to populating your school, the best way to go about it, well, I may not be able to explore to exhaust this here. I have a whole book titled Populate. This is it there. A whole book titled Populate. It's about 300 pages. The book is maybe more expensive than any other book you've written. You've read, but it is worth it. People have bought that book from all over the world, not only in Nigeria, all across the nations, and it has been delivering results. I'm not here to sell the book. You will still buy the book anyway if you want to. But I'll try to pick out 5 of my best kept secrets from that book and share with you. This is what I'm telling you. If you can take it upon yourself to take charge to redesign the context, the experience that your learners have via the content you dish out. And what is your building block? What's the foundation? It's the curriculum. Choose whatever curriculum you want, be Montessori, Nigerian curriculum, whatever foreign curriculum. I don't care what curriculum. See, the crafters of this curriculum, in their wisdom, only summarize the experience. They know, they expect the educators themselves, or the handlers of those classes themselves, or the administrators to do to take a step further, to adapt, interpret that curriculum in the context of the individual pupils, in the context of the caliber of parents and the caliber of learners they have, but most importantly in the context of the business that, well, in my context now, in the context of the business that they want to run with it. I hope you are getting I'm blowing too much grammar. It's an academic platform. It's a professional platform, so in case I'm speaking some English that you don't understand, just get your dictionary beside you so that... All right. So let me mention some salient points before I move on from this point number 1. Interpret your curriculum. You have teachers' activity. As far as interpret the teachers' activity and make it visual. And this interpretation could take could require that you step aside, maybe take a break, go with your team, brainstorm, write, design. This interpretation could require you to go with your graphic artist, your designer. You understand? Some of this interpretation will be quotes. It could be thought processes that will be printed on your flyers, that will be printed on your children's books, that will be posted on your parent platform, that will be designed as banners in front of your school or adjacent state. This interpretation will give you everything. School is about content. Education is about content. This content is what you are selling. The better the content, the more your population. You'll be surprised when I told you that you are going to design it to the point of your exam questions. It's only in those days that your exam questions should just be black and white. You understand? Exam questions are even marketing tools. They could look like flyers. I'm telling you something. Your children's notebooks and notice boards, they are billboards that will announce you to the environment. It will make you stand out. Is it that? They cannot copy. Every other thing you do to market your school, the other school can copy. But you see, this one is coming right from the head of the school order. It's coming right from someone who is so cerebral, who has taken charge of the content delivered by his school. They can't copy it. They will try. They will only try to catch up. They will not be able to beat you. All right, so I'm continuing. I said select a team, take a break, interpret that curriculum to fit your audience, your market. The curriculum is an experiential document. And I also said that teachers are in a hurry. One reason why you cannot leave the job to teachers are in a hurry to fulfill their teaching obligation. Yes, they are in a hurry to fulfill their teaching obligation. Because they are there because they want to make ends meet. Well, for those of us who have not been able to convert our teachers from those who are just willing to make ends meet to those who see a PowerPoint to exhibit
their talent, a platform upon which they can build their future. So your own teachers are there to just make ends meet. So that's why you cannot leave the job of interpreting that, of designing that experiential, of designing that experience. You can't leave it to that. They won't do it well. And even when they try, they have limitations. They may not be as educated as to that level, but you are. They may not be as experienced to that level, but remember the resources I said, you're going to make it up. Not just your teachers, not just your A team. You would also have your designers in that team. You would have your creative people, your animators on that team, your video creators on that team. See, there's a lot of resource you need on that team to create that experience from start to finish. From the one of a child in the school to the end. So you can't finish it in one day. You can start class by class. You understand? You can start and say, okay, well, I'm going to go step by step. What I'm saying is easy to understand. In case you don't understand, just let me know. I'm trying to break it down as much as possible. That content is what will sell you. You get it? Alright, so teachers are in a hurry to fulfill the teaching obligation, and that's why you cannot leave that. I've talked about assignment, the homework. That homework you give them to go away. Even the classwork. Those things are carefully designed. They shall be carefully designed and handed to the teacher to only implement and add their own ingenuity. What I'm telling you is that stop leaving the job of designing the content that your learners should experience from start to finish. Just stop leaving them to the hands of teachers whose job is only to write out lesson outline. You see, curriculum is goes beyond writing out lesson outline. So when you give a teacher the curriculum, they look at week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Then they go ahead and write lesson notes. And then, now let me go to the second point. The point concerning funds. Now, tell me how you want to grow your school without funds. I have talked about redefining the experience that your learners will have in your school. I've talked about designing that content. But you see, there's a lot that you need to do in your school to make it too attractive to the community. Remember that parents enroll children based on the attractiveness of your school. Remember that if they only enroll before they are able to prove that which you are saying that you can teach well. You need funds. I'm telling you the truth. And you see, this funding aspect is what separates schools. You get to an area, you see a school that is not doing, they say they are not teaching well, but they are having population. But you notice that they are expending more money on that school than you, but you are not able to do that. One of the reasons why you have not been able to do that is by perhaps we don't have enough population. Of course, you will say, why would I get the money? They don't have the population. So you cannot wait for money coming from school fees to develop your school. And that is why we have created the SYBQ, that funding block. To advance you loans at 1.5% interest, it's just works like a cooperative. You're coming, you bring it, you make your money contribution. But when it's back to harvest it, you are able to get loans of multiples of what you have contributed. And also, as a body, as an association, we are also able to advance lenders to give us a collective loan that will disburse. So what you cannot achieve on your own, we are able to achieve it together, and then you get it. So we are going to be so I like you to understand that that is the reason why we form the SLBT LNP. So funding is the second thing. Funding, you need money. Let me tell you something. In the beginning, when I also started things, I used to post that here, and at a point I realized that you can't actually grow any business without money. The reason people are not flocking to your school is because there are certain things they are seeing in other schools that is not in yours. There are certain things that you've not been able to you don't have the funds to create that experience. This is the experience I'm talking about. Tell me how you are going to design this experience without money. So you need money, you need funds. And that's one of the reasons why we have created this SYBQ to function nationwide. Whether you are in Lagos, or Osun State, Abuja, we are all over the nation. And it's a single pulse. And you know what that means? We will be able to help. So if funding has been your problem, that is the reason. When I meted this idea some 2 years ago, people were asking me where will I get the money. So I told them I will get the money from you. So I'm raising partners. We have become partners to ourselves. What we cannot achieve alone, we can achieve it collectively. We can achieve it together. And so that is the second point I'm sharing. There are 3 other points which I will share in the next class. I told you, if you can redesign your content such that it is attractive to the environment, and I'm going to show you next week how to actually communicate that which you have designed in your school to be visible to the public. See, there is one thing. It's one thing to do the right thing, to build something great. It's another thing to be able to sell it. So you want to be able to sell that piece you have created. And so I'm going to be teaching that next week. The third thing I'm going to be sharing the 3 other strategies, my best kept strategies for populating your school. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful class. I don't know if you have gained anything. If you are just joining, let me know where you are following from. Let me know your name, your school, the organization you represent. Share this video, like it, and drop a comment. Don't leave without videos. Share the video, like it, and drop a comment. All right, until the next time I come your way, I want to see your request. So to join SWF Equipment LP, that is the details. Check the comment section. You have details there. I'll see you again in the next class.